I think I found something. I don't know how to just get that part. I'm sure there's a way to find one, but at least I figured out half of it. Hey Siri, call Ricky.
off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports radio station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, Tiki Live, Rumble, Podchaser, Streaker, Spreaker, and more. I'm so glad you're here. This is a show about hope and happiness, so there's no gossip, no scandal, no K-words, no Kanye talk. Now, formerly or later. Instead, I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. So I have topics and guests and special series that will help you keep happy 88% of the time. Why not 100% happy? Because you'll be dead. I don't want dead people watching or talking. So 88% is most of the time. And 8 is a lucky number in Chinese. It's a homophone for good fortune. I know you thought I was Swedish, but 88% means double good fortune. And today we are delighted, as you can see, my favorite Friday co-host. His name is Ricky Rebel. Those of you who are here already, I would say most of you have known him maybe longer than me and love him. He's a Billboard Top 40 recording artist, as seen on tour with Britney Spears. He's been a Grammy member since 2017, part of the voting member for the Recording Academy, discovered by Michael Jackson, signed to his label on Sony, and later signed to Madonna's record label, Maverick Music. Please welcome back to my studio, Ricky Rebel.
So great to be here. Thank you for having me again, Dr. Marissa. Always a pleasure.
Every Friday, and today's a very special day. We are launching, Ricky is launching his music video today. Don't give up on me. So that's going to be a little later on in the show. Don't go anywhere. It'll be a special launch. And we're partying here. And I'm so delighted that he's sharing that very special moment on the show on Friday with me. We'll just do a preview of the congratulations.
Thank
You
you.
can tell I love affirming, and it is a huge deal. And I want you to be in the present and really enjoy all the love you're going to get today. And pat yourself on both sides for a huge job that people have no clue as to how much work goes into something like this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start that with breakfast. Breakfast is take a bite of my gratitude sandwich, and Ricky is my breakfast partner this morning. So we're going to top of the bun, have things that we're grateful for, bottom of the bun, things that we appreciate about ourselves. And we're going to do it real quick this morning, not full 8, because we want to get to not just the music video, but we're going to talk about the Emmy fashion, because that's the fashion is definitely one of the things Ricky and I share a very strong bond over. So we get to do that as well. So first, I will say I am super grateful that I have this platform to highlight extremely talented people like Ricky and celebrate their milestones like this music video.
That's beautiful. I appreciate that, by the way. I am looking at my studio right now. I am grateful that I have the studio I have to create the kind of music that I create and that I want to hear out in the world. So I'm grateful for my studio.
Beautiful. I'm grateful that we live in Southern California. I mean, it's really the closest thing, I think, to heaven on earth as far as geography. You know, a little rumble here and there, but hey, better than some of the things that are happening everywhere else. So I'm really grateful about that.
I'm grateful for the weather. I know it's crazy, but the weather has been really nice here in California. It hasn't been too hot, hasn't been too cold. It's just the perfect weather. It's like a little bit gray at times, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. My younger daughter, Sarah, loves it when it's gray.
Yeah.
So she
Me
just
too.
loves it when it rains. And, I'll end with that. I'm grateful for the diversity that we get to enjoy in life. Different people, nobody looks like each other. Nobody thinks like each other. Thank goodness. Every single drop of water in the ocean is different. Blade of grass, leaf on the trees, that we are all made one of a kind wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my health right now. I'm feeling really good. So I got over that, whatever I had.
Thank
That
goodness.
was crazy, right? When that
It
low
was
voice.
crazy. It was crazy. It was Ricky was in touch with his inner male, the base male. Yeah. All right, let's go to the bottom of the bun. Now the bottom is because I like it on the bottom. Just kidding. It is Friday, so I get to be a little naughty. But the bottom of the bun is something we want you to do before you go to bed tonight. And that is, instead of thinking about all the things that are wrong in this world, all the things that are bad about people around you, all the things that are bad about yourself, I want you to anchor yourself before you go to bed on what you like about yourself. And it's my BS, my belief system, that is the foundation of good mental health. So if you want good mental health, you got to stop hating yourself. Stop shitting yourself. I should have done this, should have done that. Instead, what do I like about myself? What is good about me? And I'm so proud of Ricky. He did not like this portion of the breakfast. And now he's getting very good at it. And I'm so happy because he, deserves to love himself.
Thank you. Thank you. As do you. I don't know why this is the hardest part of the whole freaking interview of the freaking show. And I love that it's like we make people think about these things and admit it and talk about it. What I like about myself is that I'm pretty loose with people as far as like when they talk to me, they'll say something hurtful or might say something as a joke or whatever, and I'm kind of like, I love it, and I kind of spin it around and I make it like it's really, I don't know, I have a way of shifting perspectives on things and not taking, I love it when I don't take things so seriously, even though most of the time I do. I love those moments where I'm like, you know what, that's really funny, and you're right.
That's great. And I'll end with I appreciate my ability to follow the fourth or second agreement from my friend who I got to interview, Don Miguel Ruiz, who you love. The 4 agreements is the book. And one of the agreements is don't take things so personally. And a lot of the ways we make ourselves unhappy is we go to MSU University, which is, I call it Make Shiitake Up University. You see someone not smiling at you automatically. What did I do? Or what's wrong with them? And they could have indigestion. It has nothing to do with you, but we make up these elaborate stories and make something out of nothing and take things so personally. I'm learning this. I don't like it when people cancel on me because I'm a New York planner. I have things all planned out and I get very irritated. Because I take it personally. Like if you respected me, you wouldn't have done that. But it's like, it's not personal. People have lives that, things happen. I had an accident on Friday the 13th. So I didn't plan that. It wasn't on purpose. The good news is I am not 100% and maybe even 0% at fault. So we just found that out yesterday. So I was
good. Oh, good. That accident. Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's clap for that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now because I want that moment. So that's my gratitude and appreciation. Thanks for joining us for breakfast this morning. I challenge you or invite you next 28 consecutive days. If you can take a bite of the gratitude sandwich, start your day with gratitude, end it with appreciation, you will sandwich your day in the most positive way. And now I keep saying we got to get a drum roll. Let's start with fashion. Or
Let's do it.
well, you know what? Let's start with fashion and make sure we have enough time because I really want to know what went into this music video and who gets credit. So when we get to halfway mark, let's do that. So let's start with fashion, but make sure that we give credit. Oh, we got a finger on that. Someone just gave us a finger.
Got a finger. Here we go.
This one. Thank you.
That screen. Share this live broadcast if you're watching now on Facebook and YouTube. We are live. I wanted to present some screens here, if you don't mind. Share screen,
please,
for the Emmys 2024 red carpet. All the fashion. There we go.
Nice.
All right, so let's talk about this. I know you and we love fashion.
Yes, we do.
And the Emmys just happened. It was a big deal. I went to several parties. I can show you what parties I went to after we look at, we talk about the fashion that they presented this year. But it was Hollywood was a buzz for the Emmys this year. It was a really big deal. I went to several parties, the info list party. I went to an Emmys gifting suite. And here is our first fashion victim. Just kidding. Her name is Selena Gomez. All right.
I admire her ability to talk about resilient and all that she's gone through, just character-wise, and how gracious she's been about all of it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I think that she wanted to look classy. That is a classy look. I still think it's a little older for her. Like, she's wise beyond her years from what she's gone through. But that I see that dress on someone who is maybe 20 years older.
Right.
That would be my comment. But she's beautiful.
Well, the tin foil doesn't help.
Wait. What was the other black dress you called it? What was it?
The oil spill?
The oil spill. So we're going from oil spill to tin foil.
Right.
Yes. Now these are just opinions, and he's
we never bash the person. Always bash the
fashion. We're allowed to.
But no, she looks gorgeous. It's great.
Yes.
You got to applaud everybody for being here, right? It's just the bottom line.
Yes.
We always applaud them for that, but now this is not my favorite.
Yes. Not the dress for her. I think she could have.
Her name is Jessica Gunning.
Yeah. Yeah. Hawaii maybe, but
yeah.
I'm not sure what that material is.
She's wearing the luau, or when they give you those little, what are those things called? A lei. Yeah. She got laid at the Emmys. Yeah. All right. Next fashion victim. Okay, here we go.
I like that.
Jonathan Bailey and Giorgio Armani Omega watch and Santoni shoes. I love it.
Yeah. I love it. Yes, that shirt.
Yeah, that shirt, that satin. It's yummy. It's like champagne.
It is. He's yummy.
Yeah. Obby. The cummerbund like cuts off. I just realized it's a cummerbund.
I like it though.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's like Spanish and I don't know. It's cool.
And I see all the eyeballs. I want to just welcome everyone to the Cashew Gallery. We have quite a few. We have reactions. Feel free to identify, say hello. We'll put your comment on the screen. And thank you for joining us today on the Hollywood Rebel Report. And this is my favorite. I'm watching her right now.
Yeah.
I watched this series, but thanks to the Emmys and her winning and her acceptance speech, hashtag Asian Pride.
Okay.
She is an incredible actress. Ricky,
Yeah.
if you
Re-
haven't watched Shogun,
Shogun, Anna
Yeah.
Sawai. Ooh. Well,
Isn't that-
she looks magnificent.
that dress,
Yeah.
perfect.
It's great. She's glowing. She's in her
This is before I
she's
think
embodied herself.
she knew she won, actually. I think this is on the way in.
Wow.
So
She's beautiful.
she was so humble. And I love, I love it when people cry, right? So she cried, and tears of the disinfectant that keep our hearts soft. Her heart was wide open on that stage.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it.
Vulnerable. She's wearing Vera Wang here. Beautiful.
Asian pride.
All right. We have how do you pronounce this?
Ayo Edebiri. I have no idea if I did that right, but it sounded okay.
It sounded great. It's Bottega Veneta. Okay.
Love it.
Bottega
I
Veneta.
like it. Do you like it? Maybe you won't like it, but I like it.
Yeah. It's like I have to wait a moment to process this one, right?
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? You remember when you used to look at the to see if you're colorblind, those tests? Maybe I can find a number in there, like 57 or something.
Your imagination is off of the charts, mister. I love it. I love it. We have a comment, I'm sure. Pam.
Yeah. Hey, Pam. This is Bowen Yang wearing Inbode and Cartier jewelry. All right, Cartier.
Oh, they don't say.
I'm not sure who this is. Do you know who this is? This actor,
No.
I'm assuming?
No.
Bowen?
Let's see. I'll look it up real quick.
Not a fan of that shirt at all.
He was in I'm Sorry, He's Not Your Clown Today. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that shirt.
Next.
Okay. Next, we have Yelena Yemchuk and Ivan Moss Bakrak. Iban in Bottega Veneta and David Yurman jewelry. All right.
I see a lot of that shape. I was at the Pacific Square, and like three fashion stores, boutiques that I went into had that square. So it must be coming in or something.
The square vibe.
Yeah, the square bod.
He looks great. Very nice suit.
Well, anybody with a butt chin, I'm sorry. That's my
a what?
A butt chin.
Oh yeah, he's got a cute little butt chin. You like that?
Oh my gosh.
You love it.
That'll make my toes curl.
That's your spirit animal. Oh, well, now we know. Now we know.
Yeah, as you're scouting.
Butt chins, please report to duty and DM Dr. Marissa,
make my toes curl.
The dress, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I agree.
Giving me doily.
Too many things.
Too many patterns, giving me doily.
Cottonelle.
All right. I think this is a very famous
Greta Lee
in low Aquazura shoes and Tiffany and Company jewelry. All right. Yeah, the jewelry's nice. I mean, I wish we could have had a waist, right? A nice cinched waist.
She's also a great actress in Shogun.
Sure she's
What was that?
I'm sure she's amazing. I've actually seen her. I've seen her. There's a lot of Asian representation here, right? It's good.
Well, Shogun was a huge nominee in many, many categories. They set a record. And so these are the actresses from that. So that is one of the reasons.
I love that. So Shogun is on Netflix?
It
Or
is on Hulu.
Hulu. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Look at you. You got all these references, television references.
For a change, usually I'm the one that's like, Ricky, what? Who? What?
Right? This is good. I wish it would have had a waist. That's what are your thoughts?
It's wasted.
It really is wasted. Connie Britton in vintage Alexander McQueen, Alexander Bierman shoe. Okay. This is Connie Brighton. I'm not wowed again.
Is that a prom dress?
Yeah. It's a wrinkled on the side prom dress. It's like a
Okay.
You know what oh my God.
It must look really good on the inside.
I get why they did that to the dress to add texture, but it really didn't need to be Freddy Krueger like that.
Next.
I'm feeling really
Yes, we have
spicy today. Very spicy this morning. You know what? I'm going to read myself. So that's the next thing. We're going to look at my stuff, what I wore. I'm going to read myself. So
okay. All right. So here's the other actress who was phenomenal on Shogun.
Shogun.
Yeah. And without being a spoiler, one of the traditions in old country Japan, which is very honor, hear about the honor, and seppuku, which is killing yourself. So her husband insulted the one of the leaders, who was horrible, and had insulted her leader. But so her husband jumped to the defense of that leader, and as a result of that, committed an insult, even though the other guy deserved it. But in Japanese tradition, in the old times, that honor was so strong that he had to commit suicide, kill his son, her son, and himself. So in one fell swoop, from that one comment to defend his own leader, because it's all about honor, he had to kill himself and his baby, her baby. So
sad.
It was a tremendous scene.
Wow. So sad. I love it. Maya Erskine and Rodarte.
Not fan of the dress.
Not a fan either. Thank you. So far, I'm not blown away.
The red one was the only one that I really liked so far.
Yeah, me too.
Here's another red one.
Who was wearing it, though. It was the way she was wearing it, too.
Yes.
We have Nava
Mao.
In custom.
Look at her shoes.
Gigi. Oh, there we go. Gigi
Paris,
Good
Texas.
Omega watch and Paris, Texas shoes. She's got her. I'm not going to say what kind of dancer. I don't want to get. You know what kind of dancer I'm talking about.
I do.
Shoes.
Yeah. Let's see.
Look.
She was in Baby Reindeer.
You know what's
Did you
fascinating
watch
about
that?
You know, I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
more TV. I watch a lot of movies, but I need to watch more TV because I feel like you are like really locked in with it.
It's series.
This dress, I would like it better if it was one color. The fact that it's reflecting, it's really distracting. If it was one matte red, it would be a lot more striking. But the reflections are creating a new color on it, the white. I know that's the flashing lights of the cameras and stuff, but that's something as a performer and an artist and actor, you have to take into account all of it, what it's going to look like when lights are on it and off of it. And I'm sure they know even just a strong light would have shown reflection like this on this type of material. So for that reason, I give it a boot.
I
do like the collars though. I like the ruffles on the showing the cleavage up to her shoulders, all of that. I really like the design. The structure is cool, but the reflective nature of it is very distracting. What are your thoughts?
Indy 500?
Yeah, Indy 500. And it looks cheap, by the way.
that was my whatever the
It
material
looks
is.
it looks
Does it, yeah,
like somebody who dances on the kind of dancing I'm talking about, and then she
yeah,
had the perfect heels to go with it.
yeah. But the shoes are incredible. And just
This
a
is a
word
good
about
stage outfit, though. If a girl came up here,
yeah. I
and
mean,
you rip it off.
creativity. I think like originality, and
Yeah.
honestly, it is perfect for that show. Baby Reindeer was a little bit weird, a little bit disturbing, but the best part of it was when he came up on the acceptance. He said, "This is proof that anyone can be a contender and a winner. You don't need big name stars to be
Oh,
part of your production. Anyone can be creative and come
yeah.
up with." When he said that, I'm like,
Winner.
that's what I love
Yep.
is equaling, what is it? Balancing or something, the playing field, evening out the playing field.
Right.
Love it.
Right. Absolutely. Very inspiring. Where are those? Can we go to like some? If there are any stars we recognize,
Go.
let's just scroll.
Speaking of what I just said, you don't need a star. Wait. We gotta.
Do you like
What
Carrie
is
Coon?
that? What is this?
Let's look at it. Carrie Coon
Yeah.
in
know
custom
who
Tom
that-
Brown couture. Yeah.
See, I am going to balance you. I do want to see the ones that aren't names, and we
Yeah.
have. So now we can look at the ones that are names. But
yeah,
that's so
this is
interesting.
an interesting outfit.
It is.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
She was in the Gilded Age. I did not watch that one, so it's very cool. Who's the
like this.
designer?
It's Tom Brown couture.
Very
I
interesting.
like the all of it's one of those things where if you gotta really commit. If you're gonna put all these different textures together, that's why this works. And remember the Freddy Cougar gown when she was like lately trying to dismantle the flow of the dress with like some texture. If you don't go all the way, then it's not gonna work.
Go all the way.
This is a clear example of the designer going all the way with committing himself to the juxtaposition of design.
Scissorhands.
Edward, you're getting Edward?
I'm getting Edward Scissorhands.
That's cool.
Yeah, or Beetlejuice.
Oh, well, you just read her. Okay. All right.
Okay, keep going. You said you wanted to.
I just wanted
because we're already halfway through. We're gonna have to go for a station ID. So find one that you.
Let's find one that just pops for us. That we're just like, oh my god. We have to talk about this.
Keep going.
Okay, we have to talk about this. Yeah. I was just talking about this. The boldest thing you could ever do, I think, if you go to any of these, is just to wear your sweatpants and just like wake up and go. Could you imagine doing that?
No.
It would be incredibly bold. Here we go. This is a yummy moment. Eliza Gonzalez in Tamara Ralph Couture and David Yurman jewelry. This is giving me Gaga vibes at the Paris Olympics.
Yes. And I think it's Isa.
Isa?
Yeah, let me just check.
Oh, I called her
That's
Isa Gonzalez.
Yeah, she was in.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Her body is amazing. This is also reminding me. Remember we did the MTV Awards fashion? Reminds me of the Sabrina Carpenter when she wore the Madonna, Marilyn Monroe-esque dress. But this is like I think a more like provocative, seductive version of that dress. And I'm a fan.
Mm-hmm.
I would even like it without the feathers everywhere. It would be great without it as well. With or without. I like you. Here's a choice. See, I like strong choices. This is cool. Kristen Wiig in Oscar de la Renta and Chopard jewelry. This is cool, interesting, unique. Right?
Yes,
Metallic.
cactus. It's cactus crossed with what I just put on top of my banana bread to take it out. So
Got it. I just like that it's a choice.
yes, it is.
Right?
And I'm going to give you one more because we're already at. Okay, I got to do a station ID. I'm going to give you one
Let's
more.
do a station ID. One more. Okay.
One more because we want to have enough time to talk about the music video before
I think we're done. This is like the last one.
No, let's not do that as the last one. Keep going. Let's find
Let's
one
find
that
a
we
really
really
good one.
like. How's
Oh,
that? Okay.
okay.
Who's that?
Leslie
Bibb.
Michael Kors collection and David Yurman.
That's a good one to end on. I think that's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful too.
Yeah, there's something like the little. What did you call the other one? The mummy from before. This is not the mummy. It could have been if it was
could have been.
a little
nightmare.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
It's classy. I like it.
Very classy.
I like the neckline. I like the neck.
Yes, she wears it well, and it fits her.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, it's great
Yeah.
for her.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, I like that.
That's pretty cool.
I do. I met her. I sat with her at an event. Wow, I'm gonna have to.
She's cool. This is rad.
I'll text her and say that
I love the green. I mean, that's one of my favorite
incredible.
colors.
Honestly, this is tied for first with the red one. Yeah, that is good. She's Abbott Elementary, by the way.
I love that color.
Yeah, she's stunning. She's
Lisa Ann Walter.
Yes, she's such a nice person too. I'm trying to remember the event I was at.
Oh, you met her?
Yes. Yeah, I sat with her.
Sick.
We were at the same table. So
all right, well, there you go. That's a good one to end on.
Thank you. Those of you, don't go away. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a break for news and weather on KCAA NBC News Radio. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the new music video. That's the reason why we're here, the launch party. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Word from our sponsor in 2 and 2. Chuck Woolery fans will remember that, but here it's peace in, peace out. Don't go away. Are you living in fear? Have technology and culture hijacked our minds and lives? Yes, fear is a natural biological response with plenty of evolutionary benefits. But has it gone too far? Find the answer to that question in the riveting book by Dr. Patrick Lockwood, The Fear Problem, available at Amazon and Mascot Books. So get your copy today.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome back. You're tuned in to Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show on NBC News Radio, home to the Asian Oprah, streaming everywhere, and number one talk in the IE. Thank you very much. As well as the station that leaves no listener behind. Thank you to all those guys, and they are all guys who support this show in studio. I will miss some names, but thank you always for your support in keeping me on these 646 consecutive weeks and show number 1,234, but who's counting? Thanks so much, everyone. And today is Friday, as you can tell. My favorite Friday co-host is here. His name is Ricky Rebel. You know him as a musician and more. He's been all over the place and very recognizable in all of his wonderful creative expressions. And today we get a front row seat to the launch of his music video called Don't Give Up on Me. We did a little teaser a couple weeks ago. I'm so delighted and appreciative that he decided to do this. So we get front row seats here on the show. Please welcome back Ricky Rebel.
Yay. So excited. So excited to present this on the Hollywood Rebel Report, my new music video, Don't Give Up on Me. It's the song is on my record called Veronica, which is available now on all major music streaming platforms. It was produced by PJ Bianco, who worked with the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato and a lot of the Disney kids. So it's got a real commercial vibe to it. There are no bad words in it. There's no
for those of you who don't know,
talk about the naughty.
We're laughing because Ricky's
provocative out the window. So this is one of the tracks, or I think I have a couple on the album.
Your Christmas track. Your Christmas track.
Yeah. This is my super commercial track, and I love it. It's one of my favorites on the album because it's raw. It's in a different way. It's raw in the emotional way, whereas the other album is raw in a much different context. But this is a different kind of raw. It has to do with emotions and vulnerability, and looking at yourself in the mirror, realizing that you're not perfect. That we as human beings, we sometimes intentionally and unintentionally hurt people for different reasons. And when you get to a certain level in your life where you kind of realize like that's not always the best way to go, that revenge kind of leads to more revenge and leads to more chaos and leads to more sadness. You don't really, you're not really taught that in movies. You're not really taught that in society. You're taught that justice must prevail. Like justice is a good thing. Like we're taught that revenge is somehow can heal things. And then you realize when you seek revenge in your life, you create sadness, you create some things that you don't necessarily want. So I think that's what this song is about. It's about like, in my life, because I think of my trauma as a kid, what happened to me when I was 3 and 4, pretty much losing my mother, and my whole life kind of being disruptive. My sense of trust was shaken. I don't think I have a basic trust in the world, but this is something that Patrick and I have been investigating about me. If you look it up in a psychological dictionary, basic trust versus basic mistrust. It's where the child doesn't really, because of if there's a traumatic event around the ages of 3 and 4, what happens is the child doesn't have a basic understanding that things are going to be okay, that things are going to work out, which is, I think, kind of like how I operate. I have mistrust for a lot of things, even some of my closest friends, my closest lovers, it takes a lot for me to trust people. So I think that I've done things out of that trauma to kind of circumvent any pain I might have, I might get from being abandoned or being hurt by somebody, but then I end up hurting the other person that I really love, and I really didn't mean to do that, or there's so many things. But I think what's that?
Thank you for being vulnerable and sharing that. And here's the deal. You're the majority. 7 out of 10 of us have had childhood trauma. So 7 out of 10 of us, that's the majority, have this coping mechanism it doesn't, it's normal. If you get hurt, you'd be kind of stupid to not develop some kind of a way to protect yourself from that again. That's just human nature. You're not
Right.
stupid, you're going to learn it. However, it has a downside later on, right? Of keeping away love that is real. And that's the whole message that I do for my life, is that you got hurt and it was horrible and nobody's refuting that. And nothing you did brought that on. But now, you know, those people who got hurt by their first love and betrayed, and they never have a good intimate relationship because they're living that over again. But you're adult now, and you get to choose at the first sign of something whether or not you want to stay.
Right.
So I love the fact that you took that feeling and created a song and now a music video. And you shared a few weeks ago when we played the preview of it, or a little clip of it, that, you know, it was beautiful when you started crying. You know, I love when you cry because your heart's open, but you recognize that because of this, you almost lost the most important intimate relationship in your life. And I've met him and I love him, and, you know, he sponsors the show and I love that. And he's very open and wanting to support you, and also very smart, but that you recognize that you're not defending yourself on it. That's kudos right there. And now to give everyone this video to express that. So I'm hoping, if you're listening, I know you love Ricky, I know you love his music, but I'm also asking you, if you're one of the people, 7 out of 10 of us, who've had that kind of negative experience, that it's time to allow your heart to be open again. You're never going to get hurt like you were before. There's nothing that you need to, nobody can break your heart. You own your heart, and you can decide how you want to move and groove. And I promise you that if you open your heart enough, you will have an amazing life. Life doesn't suck. Nothing to be afraid of. Others shoot a drop. 9 out of 10 times, if you think something's going to be bad or something bad's going to happen, it isn't. 9 out of 10 times. But if you live holding your breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop, it's a horrible way to live. So, sorry.
So true. So true. There's a line in my song where I say, holding my love relentlessly. And PJ and I came up with the lyrics, and we recorded the song in Malibu. And something about Malibu, you know, being in this beautiful space, it just, I think, really helped the creativity flow. It's really important to be in a safe environment when you're creating music with people, especially people that you don't really know. I didn't really know PJ very well, but he's a great man. He's a family man. He's very funny. He's a Pisces, so very creative. He really loved my belting voice. He wanted me to belt. He's like, Ricky, you have such a great belting voice. Can you please belt? Please, please. I'm like, sure.
we have 2 minutes just to keep you on your counter before the actual launch happens.
All right.
Okay.
So I think we're just going to go for it. I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to watch for the first time my music video, Don't Give Up on Me by Ricky Rebel. Oh my gosh. Let's do this.
Excited. I'm going to share it as well on this side, the world premiere. And kudos to Ricky Rebel.
We'll start at 9:45. Should we just go for it?
Yes, which is, well, no, let's we have 30 seconds. I just want to say, I'm going to give Ricky Rebel the Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award because of his taking things that hurt and transforming them into something beautiful. And that is who you are.
Thank you. Love, 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 love.
Love, love, love. Okay, here we go. I'm
Me a
going to
lot.
share it at the
I'm
same
very-
time.
I'm growing because with you and because of you. So I appreciate that.
Oh, I love you too.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Is it ready? Is it playing? know.
It is not playing yet. I subscribed, so
Oh, you
I'm on
subscribed.
it now. I'm on this music. This video is not available.
All right.
Oh,
What happens when I press play?
play.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okie dokie.
Okay, you know what I'll do? I just for this reason, I was like, I have it already ready to go.
Good.
So what I'll do is I'll share it on another platform.
Okay. And I
This
will
platform.
get out of this. Stop sharing. And
How's
here
that?
we go.
Here is the world premiere of Don't Give Up on Me. Sick of myself, sick of the silence. Try to get out, I couldn't find it. Everything I've done for me. Holding my love relentlessly. You stuck around, you knew that you shouldn't. And I don't wanna be another fool until I just wanna breathe. Put your hands on me. Don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be lonely. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Falling in circles again and again. I can't believe that I hurt my friend. You stuck around after all that I said, and you didn't say a word. And I can't take it back, I'm so broken about it. I can't change the past, but we're still here. And I don't wanna be another fool until I just wanna breathe. Put your hands on me. Don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be lonely. I don't wanna be lonely. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me.
All right. That was. I loved it. Patricia, love it.
Well,
Absolutely. Ricky, I love the various different creative, the artwork, the angles, the collapsing. Dang, it was all there. Now,
The art,
did
right?
you do that? Like, I mean, was that your idea?
No, that was my close collaborator friend, Wayne Folks. We've been working together since we were kids. And I'm actually producing for him now, his own solo record for the first time. He's like, I just want my flowers, meaning like he's always been doing so
Other
much
people.
work for other people as a
Mm.
gardener. I call him the gardener because he
Oh.
makes things grow, and um, he's made me grow, and I'm like the rose, and he's made me grow. But now it's time for him to blossom and do his thing as
Mhm.
a solo, but also as a group. We're also creating a group together. Um, I'm actually producing one of the members, Jonathan Fairchild, today at my studio. So it's Wayne, Ricky, and Johnny coming together like we used to when we were 20 years old and make music. Um, yeah, and just something about Wayne I've always loved. He's a Virgo, a lot of attention to detail, a lot of it, great talk about artist and artistic eye. Um, when it comes to he'd be able to he designs clothes as well. But yeah, it was his idea to I mean, he worked on that. He edited the whole video. I was in charge of like getting the footage and whatnot. I worked with Sydney Paive, a really beautiful photographer,
Mm.
now really turning more well, also videographer, obviously, but his photography skills are amazing as well. But Sydney was like, okay, I just want something to show. I'm trying to show more of who I really am as a person, as opposed to
Mm.
the glossy rebel glam side of me. I'm trying to really take off the makeup and take off the hair dye and, just be myself and no makeup and everything. And that's what this record is about, kind of opposites juxtapositioning themselves. Veronica is the opposite of that. It's becoming a totally different character. The lipstick, the wigs, and the portraying someone I'm not.
Mm.
And then there's the Ricky and the Rebel. They're always competing with each
Mhm.
other.
Mhm. And I would say that it's a balancing act, right? So, I don't want you to criticize or put down even what you were before. It was all part of you, and you know, I don't think regret is a useful emotion
Yeah.
in life. Everything that was a chapter of you. That was an important
Oh, I
chapter.
love that. Don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah.
that character.
Good.
It's just
Good.
this is
But
just a
you're
new
bigger than that.
character.
You're bigger than that is what I'm saying. Balance centered Ricky is the holder of all of that.
Of those
All the creative characters that you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
great way to look at it.
Yeah.
So it's
And
been a really fun, journey. Like I said, I'm making music for other people right now a lot, which is really fun,
Mhm.
um, and easy for me for some reason. It's a lot easier for me to create for others than myself, because when you're doing it with yourself, there's just all of this, like,
Critic.
high critic, yeah, and analyzation happening, and then you kinda lose the fun sometimes, so it's really good to
Mm.
work with people you love, cut to kinda get out of your, um, trying to be perfect mode.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw that in this. Some of the movements were like free, different than some of the movements I've seen on the carpet, you
Mhm.
know. So it was that heart open, free to love, truly uh, sad and valuing at the same time of recognizing the impact, the unintentional negative impact you had in some of your fear pushing or fear, acting out, or fear hurting, that it was out of fear, not out of hate.
Right. Yeah,
And that came through. How much of that I knew because I knew the
because you know
story.
me,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I know you, but I love the fact that the feelings in there were so naked. I love that. You weren't naked. but the feelings were naked.
Hopefully my naked days are over and I got them out with Veronica. And that this era I'm currently living through, I think I'm over it. I put all of that behind me, and I'm really invested in like making just really fun commercial pop music. And let's go. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
'Cause that way I'm not really alienating. I'm kind of done with the alienation. I've been alienating so many people so many different times in my life. Like,
Yeah.
um,
Well, it's that core.
intentionally and
Am I lovable just as I am? And the answer is
Yeah.
yes.
am I enough is the question.
You are.
That's
You
what we're
are.
asking, with this.
Yes, everybody. It's
We are
always
enough.
we all
I'm
are.
putting it to the test. I'm not wearing glamorous, well, to me, I love what I'm wearing, but I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I absolutely do.
I'm not,
You don't have people's
I'm not
names printed on your
peacocking right
jacket.
now.
Thank God.
I mean, my fashion looks cool. I'm good. I will admit, like what I wore to the Emmys, the gifting suites and whatnot. I'm wearing Gucci, but it's subtle Gucci.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
it's not kill me now, Gucci.
Right. I'm excited to go into that mode again one day when we're on stage and when we really glam it up and we do the whole pomp and circumstance. But that's not where I'm at right now. I'm at the part where I want to test whether or not my music is enough, whether I'm enough. And I personally know that, but I want to put myself to the test to kind of see, like, are you comfortable enough being on stage? Like, for instance, I'm performing. I should give a shout out to my friend Samantha Hart. I'm performing at her event tomorrow in Malibu. That might be a good one if you were available. Ooh,
Yeah.
Malibu's kind of far, but for you. But it's an event at Rothy Lounge at around 7 p.m. And she's doing like a heart, she calls it a heart conscious event. So it's like for creators who are more heart centered, creating work
Ooh, that's
like
right up my
involving.
alley.
That's just this is your vibe.
You're right up my alley.
This
You
is
give me
your
one
vibe.
day. You give me 1 day notice, Ricky.
I know. Oh, I'm so sorry.
If you're in the Malibu area, please join Ricky, and I'll do my best. If you know anybody who's driving this, because the car's in the shop, and the rental starts on Sunday. Yeah, from my Friday the 13th smack up. But I am so glad. Thank you for sharing your newest creative, baby.
Thank you.
Go get the album, Veronica. You've enjoyed Front Row Seats too. Don't Give Up on Me, Baby, by Ricky Rebel. Thanks for joining us today on the Hollywood Rebel Report. This is where you can come to get Dr. Marissa and
Ricky Rebel.
please now remember, it's all about balance. Peace in, peace out. World peace through inner peace. Take it out for me. Go and have the best
weekend ever.